What's good, Vikings Nation? The purple and gold faithful, the warriors of the frozen tundra, the believers who've weathered every storm. This one's for you. Right now, as training campfires are burning hot in Egan, something massive is brewing that's got the entire organization buzzing with electricity you can feel through your screen. Picture this. A young warrior is making his triumphant return, silencing every doubter who questioned his resolve. Meanwhile, a specialist who once seemed untouchable is fighting to reclaim the magic that made Vikings Nation believe in miracles again. And if that wasn't enough to get your blood pumping, there's serious talk about bringing in a game-changing veteran who could flip this entire season on its head. Vikings Nation, we're talking about moves that could define our championship window right now. The front office isn't just sitting around. They're making calculated decisions that'll have you jumping off your couch every Sunday. Hit that like button if you're ready for some earth-shattering news. Drop a comment below with your predictions and smash that subscribe button, because what I'm about to tell you will have you calling every Vikings fan you know. The pieces are moving, the chess game is in full swing, and our beloved franchise is about to show the entire NFL why Vikings Nation never backs down. You think you're ready for what's coming? Trust me, you're not ready for what our young franchise quarterback is about to unleash on the league. Let's dive into the explosive details. Vikings Nation, meet your franchise savior, JJ McCarthy, the second-year signal caller who's been the talk of every sports bar, every tailgate party, and every purple-blooded household across Minnesota is back and looking absolutely unstoppable in training camp. After that devastating torn meniscus robbed us of seeing our young gun in action, McCarthy is proving that champions don't just come back, they come back stronger. All eyes are laser focused on this kid who's supposed to be our long-term answer at the most important position in football. Vikings Nation, when I tell you the organization believes this young man is the real deal, I mean they're betting the entire future on his golden arm. If McCarthy lives up to the hype, and early signs suggest he's exceeding even the wildest expectations, we're talking about being closer to that elusive Super Bowl than we've been in decades. But here's where it gets absolutely insane, Vikings Nation. The coaching staff isn't just throwing him to the wolves, they're building an entire ecosystem around this kid's success. The way Kevin O'Connell has been crafting this offense, the way the veterans are rallying around him, the way the entire organization has shifted its identity around McCarthy's arm, it's giving me chills just thinking about what September's gonna look like. This isn't just another young quarterback trying to make it in the NFL. This is our chosen one, the purple-clad warrior who's gonna lead us to the promised land. Every throw, every read, every decision McCarthy makes in these crucial training camp sessions is being dissected like the blueprint for a championship run. But Vikings Nation, if you think McCarthy's return is the only story shaking up our beloved franchise, you haven't seen anything yet. There's another story brewing that's got some fans nervous and others absolutely furious. Stay locked in, because what I'm about to reveal next will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about our special teams unit. Vikings Nation, remember that magical feeling when Will Reichard was nailing every single kick in the first half of last season? When we finally thought, finally, the kicking curse was broken forever? Well, hold on to your jerseys, because this story is about to take you on an emotional roller coaster. Reichard, our sophomore place kicker, who started his rookie campaign like the second coming of Adam Vinatieri, is back on the field, and the early reports are complicated. Saturday's practice saw him nail kicks from 33, 41, and 45 yards like the automatic machine we fell in love with. Then he connected from 50 and 54 yards that had coaches nodding their heads with approval. But Vikings Nation, here's where your heart might sink a little. That 48-yarder sailing wide left brought back nightmares we thought we buried forever. After going a perfect 34 for 34 through 7 games as a rookie, Reichard hit that wall against Indianapolis when the quad injury changed everything. Special teams coordinator Matt Daniels dropped a bombshell revelation that'll make every Vikings fan's blood boil. He admitted they overworked our young kicker. This guy basically played 11 straight months of football without a break. Daniels confessed, 11 months. Our rookie sensation was run into the ground, and that quad injury was the price we all paid. The final 5 games of last season were brutal. Reichard missed 4 field goals and botched kickoffs that had us all questioning if the curse had returned with a vengeance. Was it the injury? Was it confidence? Was it the weight of expectations crushing down on a kid who'd been perfect for half a season? Vikings Nation, this is about more than just field goals. This is about whether we can trust our special teams in crucial moments. Andrew DePaula is still snapping, Ryan Wright is still holding, and the operation remains intact. But can Reichard recapture that early season magic that had us believing in miracles? But if you think the kicking situation is keeping you on edge, wait until you hear what bombshell quarterback move the experts are demanding our front office make. This next revelation is going to split Vikings Nation right down the middle. Vikings Nation, buckle up, because this final story is about to explode your timeline while McCarthy prepares for his breakout season and Will Reichard fights to reclaim his accuracy. NFL analysts are screaming for the Vikings to make a move that could change everything. Jameis Winston, yes, the 31-year-old gunslinger with over 24,000 career yards and 154 touchdowns, is reportedly available, and experts are going crazy suggesting Vikings Nation should demand this trade. Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report specifically called out Minnesota as the perfect destination for this. Explosive veteran. Here's the nuclear take that's got social media buzzing. While Sam Howell battles for the backup role behind McCarthy, Winston brings the kind of veteran leadership and big arm mentality that Kevin O'Connell absolutely loves in his quarterbacks. Remember Nick Mullins and that gunslinger approach? Winston takes that philosophy and multiplies it by 10. The numbers don't lie. Vikings Nation. Winston threw for 497 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 picks in 1 game last season. With Cleveland, yes, he's got 111 career interceptions, but he's also got that infectious personality that rallied an entire Browns locker room behind him. That's the kind of energy that could take McCarthy to the next level while providing championship caliber insurance. But here's where it gets controversial. Early training camp reports suggest Howell has been inconsistent, and neither Brett Rypien nor rookie Max Brosmer are generating any buzz whatsoever. If these struggles continue, don't be shocked if Vikings management pulls the trigger on a Winston trade, just like they did with Mullins in 2022. Vikings Nation, we're looking at a potential perfect storm scenario where all 3 of these stories converge into something magnificent. McCarthy leading the charge, Reichard hitting clutch kicks when it matters most, and potentially Winston providing veteran wisdom and backup excellence. Smash that like button if you want Winston in purple and gold. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on whether our kicking game will be elite again. And subscribe, because this training camp is just getting started, and the moves our front office makes in the next few weeks could define the next decade of Vikings football. Vikings Nation, are we looking at our championship window right now? With all these pieces potentially falling into place, could this finally be our year? What do you think is going to happen next?